guys, and welcome back to another movie review. So I actually found this documentary completely by chance on Amazon Prime that I didn't even know existed. I was looking for something completely different, not even similar subject matter at all, but McCartney Now and Then came up, and I was like, oh, forget what I was originally looking for. I'll be watching this now that I know that exists. It's a documentary from 2021, which makes it that much stranger that I hadn't even heard of it. And a quick look on IMDb claims that it's even an authorized documentary. So, I don't know. I don't know how this one skated right past me. I don't feel like I've even heard anybody talk about this one. So, like, it's an hour long, and granted, it's pretty much exactly what you'd expect. Um, except given the title, I would have kind of expected it to have been more about Paul's entire life, but per usual, it pretty much exclusively zeroed in on the Beatle years. It gave like a little blip to what came after, but really did not go into it. It spent pretty much the whole hour just on the Beatle years. And lo and behold, you're not going to learn anything new from this that you don't already know, unless you're like a complete Beatle noob, in which case, maybe. But what you will find here that might make it worth your watch, there is a lot of footage here that I haven't seen elsewhere. There is a lot of interview clips I haven't seen anywhere else. I do find it interesting that this is from 2021, and yet the clips of Paul, the interview clips they use of him, seem to be from somewhere between 2002 to 2004, judging by the haircut. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe this was supposed to come out way sooner and then didn't. I don't know, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Um, Even the post Beetle clips, even the things post Wings that they use, it seems like they only go up to about just shortly after Linda's passing and doesn't go beyond that, which would align with the time frame of the interview clips of Paul. Um, and makes me wonder, why did this not come out until 2021? This seems like it should have been an early 2000s release, but whatever. Um, Yeah, I don't know, but again, it's nothing that you don't already know. But there is those interview clips, and there is interview clips with people like Pete Best, who you don't usually hear from. He's in this. Uh, Klaus Vorman makes an appearance or two in it. Alan Williams makes an appearance in it. Peter Asher makes an appearance, actually a couple of appearances in it, but it's not that rare to get Peter Asher. Um, So I mean, it's still kind of worth a watch, but the way that they threw it together, I'm gonna be honest, it gives the vibe of unauthorized biography, unauthorized documentary, like cheaply, quickly thrown together slapshod documentary like you would find in a bootleg list, or like you would find on one of those like weird iffy channels that nobody ever really goes out of their way to watch on purpose, but if you're channel surfing, you might happen to run across sometime and have something catch your eye, and then, oh, okay. Like that kind of documentary. It has that vibe, even though there's like no seeming agenda here, no seemingly scandalous bombshells that they're trying to drop. It's the same old story that's being told. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It hits weird. It hits weird. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that the way it was put together seems like it just has that vibe, especially because they clearly didn't license any of the music. Therefore, without being able to use any actual Beatles songs in it, the closest you get is a couple of covers of tunes that are vague enough to where you might not even catch what they are. But largely, it's just things that sound vaguely Beatlesque, but aren't actual Beatles songs that they use to illustrate the story. It's weird. It's freaking weird. So I don't know, between that and the weird vibe, plus the fact that it literally only seems to want to go on about the Beatle years, and then also cuts off so abruptly, so early in the 2000s for even when it tries to mention what he did post Beatle years. Yeah, it's not that great. It's not that great. But I will say that given the title, I don't know if it was intentional or by chance. It's just vague enough of a title to where it could have been either or. I feel like it's probably going to get a huge bump in views as soon as that final Beatle track drops this year, because now and then, yeah. Yeah, so I'm sure people will assume that there is a connection there between these two projects, even though there's not. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was still an interesting enough watch, but again, nothing that you don't already know if you have any level of Beatles knowledge, pretty much. It's pretty basic, pretty standard run of the mill stuff. And even in their covering of the Beatle years, they skip a ton. Like, the first review I saw was just watch the anthology instead. I'm like, yeah, I second that. But I mean, watch that and or Wingspan instead would be my comment on that. So, like I said, not that great, nothing groundbreaking, but at the same time, it's nice to see something with like some different interview clips than what we've seen 10 million times over. So, I will give it credit where credit is due. But that said, I'm only going to give it like a 2 out of 5. Like, it wasn't that great. It is what it is. So, if you feel like spending an hour watching it, go nuts. If you don't want to, you're not missing out on really anything, honestly. So, anyway, I think that's about it for this one. Like I said, for something that I just found completely on accident while looking for something not even remotely related to that, I was trying to find that Generation Wealth documentary on there and found this while I was looking for that. Honestly, still a happy find, but yeah, it's not great, but still happy to see Paul pop up anyway. So anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.